So guys, I got myself this shop area that I could use a little toilet down here, and I got myself this little Silent Venus toilet, all self-contained, that has a built-in pump and a grinder or macerator built inside of it. Thought I'd sneak it in over here in this corner. After all, I've got all my utilities, water, and drainage pipes right here. I just got to get it up to there, and that's basically what this is built for, all self-contained. It's a lot more money than a standard toilet, but a heck of a lot less than Santa Flo's toilet. This is a Venus, Silent Venus, I believe. It's about $600 on Amazon, but here you can see the ejection port. I want to do a quick, I haven't seen many videos, so I thought I'd add this on and see if it helps people out. I like that they've got this clear tube here so you can see what's going on if you have issues. So again, you can see the pump back here in the grinder. So the toilet comes down through here, in through here, out through here. Here's the water hookup. And again, this doesn't come with it. This is the smaller of the two, the 1/2 inch. Put in there. Got my shut-off valve that's going to go into my 1/2 inch water pipe. Here's the electrical cord for it that you plug in. And you can switch. Here's the button you press on the other side. Let's take a look here. It's got 2 settings. Let's take a look at what that is. I can't read without my glasses. Eco Flush is the back one. Full Flush is the one on the right. So that's Full Flush. This is Eco Flush. Maybe, for number 1, maybe number 2, use this one. You can switch which side this goes on as well with this little tab here. You can switch it over to this side, right over here. So depending which side. Now, coming out of here, some little tips before I get going on this. This tube, I had to use, let me get my pipe. My 1.5 inch outlet like this, and it's a very tight fit on here. And then so I'm going upwards with it, obviously, going upwards, and I put 2 of them on there, coupler with another turn, so I can get it going straight up. Again, this does have a flapper valve in there down there if you're going straight up. If some people are going straight back, you might need to put a backflow valve. So this will head straight up that tube right there in the corner that I'm starting to get installed. And then as well, I'm going to tap into those water lines up there. This comes with a nice this is what the toilet looks like. It's an elongated seat too, so it's not a small round bowl. It's not bad. It comes with a toilet seat that's slow anti-slam. So we'll see how this goes, but I didn't see any videos. I thought this could help some people out. Again, I like the clear tube, so if you need to inspect anything, this is the vent. This is the water line that comes from here that refills the toilet bowl. And again, and that pump is back there with the grinder and all. So we'll see how this goes, see how loud it is. But again, for a workshop, I don't have to bust up the floor or nothing. It's all self-contained, so it's worth it. And just get it right up to the drain line up there, and we'll be good to go. We'll check back in with you. Hey, I'm back. I'm all done with the installation of this Silent Venus toilet. Again, all built-in pump and macerator. Looks great. Got my water line, my shut-off valve for the waste discharge going all the way up. Tapped into my water line, tapped into my waste line, come back down. Now, troubleshooting, something I haven't seen any videos on, that's why I'm doing this, is that they say that if you're going straight up, that there's a built-in check valve on this unit. But however, why I say no to that is because once I had this all installed and I pressed the button to flush the toilet, it would flush, but then after it stopped, a huge amount of gurgling when I'm testing this out would rush back and fill the toilet up. It'd splash all over. And I just couldn't figure it out. I'm like, well, there's supposed to be a check valve in here. Well, I went online to them, and they had a blow-up schematic of the pump. And I looked through all the parts, and I'm like, there's no check valve in here in this system. So I'm on Sunday. I'm working on doing this on a Sunday. Nobody's available, right? So I just went out and bought a check valve. So let me shut this. So nice, again, slow closing lid. So I bought one of these check valves. Now again, it's not one of the silent ones, but you don't hear this thing slam or nothing. It actually works out great. Of course, the exit pipe's over on the right, so I had to kind of angle over here, but all's nicely in there, nice and tight. But that solved it. That check valve, now when I flush the toilet, no issues. So you have to put a check valve in with this. So there is not one built in. All right, having said that, we got our buttons over here. The front buttons for a full flush, the back's for a half flush, depending on what you're doing. But let me go ahead and give you a sampling of the noise, how this works. So I'm going to do the full flush. Now again, it fills up with some more water first before the motor starts. Because again, it's got to build up enough to pump it out, basically, I'm thinking. That's it. Proper amount of water's in there. No leaks. I did get sopping wet initially because I had that problem I was talking about earlier, but you have to put in a check valve. So again, here's what my setup was. Saved me a ton of time as far as not having to bust up the concrete. This is half the cost of a SaniFlow all-contained unit. So there's only two that I know of, Silent Venus and SaniFlow, which I think is like $1,200. This is $600 plus tax. So again, I didn't see anything on this. I'm going to put a little cover board. I have this scrap piece around that will hide all this later on once this thing proves itself. So I'll put this up here so it looks nicer to hide the pipes. But this thing is definitely worth it. This is, now I've got a little potty down here, or shitter, whatever you want to call it, for the deck and for the shop. So I hope this helps people. Definitely worth it.